I want to say something to you. Your life is about to change.
Add a little Parmesan and man, it's so hard not to lose yourself to your favorite Italian dish.
I can finish it easily and have another one on top of it.
But that's what performance coach Alfonso De Rose is trying to prevent Lila from doing.
I teach people how to recognize the hunger, eat only when you're hungry, and stop when you're satisfied.
He teaches people mental tricks to recapture what he says is their birthright, to be thin.
First, smell it. Smell it. This program, it's about enjoying food. Just changing the way that you think. Actually thinking like a thin person.
He says sometimes you learn to associate negatives with food you love.
I have some milk here. Come on, drink some milk.
I never really thought to put two things together, one that I find really revolting with something that I find really, really good.
Oh my God, I barely ate anything.
And the good thing that once you do that, once you stop right before, 3 hours later, you can do it again and have this incredible, joyful experience.
100 million Americans are considered obese, and most have tried several diets without success.
Oh, yeah, diet after diet after diet. And health reporter Marta Waller is here now with one man's radically different approach to weight loss, and it doesn't involve traditional dieting. Okay, let's hear about it.
Not at all. Now, here's the challenge. What if you could lose weight without dieting, no counting calories, no off-limit foods? Self-mastery coach Alfonso De Rose helps his students do just that.
It's not about really what you eat. It's about how much pleasure you can get from what you eat.
Alfonso De Rose calls his method, it's your birthright to be thin. He teaches his students how to enjoy eating without gaining weight. De Rose has created 2 scales, a hunger scale and a taste scale, so students can identify how they feel before they even take that first bite.
Number 6 is the place to stop. What is number 6? Number 6 is satisfied. Satisfaction, it's a sweet spot. Yes, you could eat a little more, but that's the place to stop.
Using Annabella's fist, De Rose shows her just how small her stomach really is and explains it should never be completely full.
That's the size of your stomach. When you eat more than this, you already ate too much, and you're bound to gain weight.
Students learn to understand the effects of hunger and taste when De Rose blindfolds them so they cannot see how much food they are or are not eating.
Because eating should be always eating very slow. This is the time when you get energy from food and you enjoy it.
De Rose believes eating is a sensual, pleasurable experience that must be shared and enjoyed.
Food brings lovers together, it brings friends together, it brings fun, it brings energy. It's one of the main reasons why we live.
Susan Decker says she not only lost 30 pounds on the program, it also changed her life.
I just don't worry about food at all. That's one of the biggest burdens, things that have come off of me, and it makes me enjoy, and I've lost weight just relaxing about eating.
Okay, now, of course, for more information about the program, you can log on to our website at ktla.com/health. And, you know, I have to tell you guys, I tried this with the blindfold and all, but nobody sees me eating. That's just never going to happen. But it was interesting because he says you take a bite of the food and you just don't look at how much food's on the plate. And by about the 4th bite, it really doesn't taste as good if you're not focusing on how much food you're supposed to be eating.
Well, are you advocating that we all have dinner with blindfolds on?
That could be very interesting.
But the idea was to just not look at how much food was there, concentrate on your food. I mean, I've been trying it, and it actually is pretty effective, and I've tried every diet. And the idea is to enjoy your meal and talk to people and not sit in front of the television and eat. And I'll let you know. If I lose weight in the next month or so, I'll let you know. But it actually kind of made some sense to me, and I've tried everything.
Okay, well, I guess some relate. What were you going to say?
If we notice her wearing her dinner, then we know that she's doing it.
That I've been doing it with a blindfold.
That's probably a very good, good point.
It'd be great if you could just think yourself thin. Our next guest says it is possible. Yeah.
I'm thinking.
You keep going, and then we'll ask for some help. Please welcome Masters coach and personal fitness trainer Alfonso De Rose. Alfonso.
You're
your background is in athletics. You
Yes.
were a weightlifting champion, is that right?
Yeah, I was a bodybuilding champion.
So you've dealt with weight all along and muscles and things, and now you've got to the point where it's more psychological than it is what we do physically, right?
Well, you know, imagine, for example, someone that has a blonde hair and wants to dye the hair dark. They dye their hair, and after a while, they have to put the color again, the dark color, because the roots of the hair, they're blonde.
They're dark, yeah.
They're dark, right? So, similarly, a diet works in the same way. It only works on the surface. It doesn't work in the depths. That's why diets don't work. That's why in America, globizity, I call it globizity, global obesity is spreading so fast. It's like a disease. Disease means not at ease inside. And that's where we need to address the issue.
So if we start thinking about portion size, that's got to be the first practical step to improving along your system.
You know, this is, for example, if you make your fist like this is the size of your stomach. If you eat a little more than this, the stomach stretches. And next time you have to eat more. But anyways, when you eat more than this, you are bound to gain weight. It's very simple. It's how much you eat.
How do you actually change the way you think? Because our emotions can be so powerful.
Yes. You know, it's all in the mind. The mind think about the past, the future. For instance, if you don't fulfill with your career, with your life, how do you get the pleasure inside? From food, drugs. Food is the #1.
Well, you know, most diets really don't seem to work after a while. Sure, at first you lose a few pounds and then you think you're onto something.
That's why diets, they address the problem on the surface. That's why it's not working. It's inside. At the seminars, I teach people how to change their way of thinking, change the emotions. And just right there, they lose weight.